What if I told you your peace was earned through fire? You've lived lifetimes where everything had a price: your trust, your safety, your body, your joy. But this time, your soul came to rewrite that story. If you have a Taurus North Node, your soul said, I am done with survival. I want stability now. But don't get it twisted, because peace, it's not always soft. Sometimes peace is the boldest choice that you can make. I'm Feliciana Soul, the Karmic Healer, and this is the Dark Side of Destiny. I hope you're ready. Now let's get into some basics. Let's talk about what the lunar nodes are. The lunar nodes are not planets. You can't see them in the sky, but they pull on your soul like gravity, real quiet and real strong. Think about it like this. Your South Node is a past life suitcase. It's packed with all the stuff that you overdid, the trauma, habits, patterns that you wore until the seams split. And your North Node, well, that's the map, the new route. That's the place that your soul is scared to go, but it knows that it has to. This is not just horoscope fluff. It's a karmic GPS. You keep circling the same block until you listen. The nodes show you this is where you've been and this is where you're going. Now move. If you have a Taurus North Node, then your soul has been through the deep end and it didn't come out clean. Your Scorpio South Node, that's lifetimes of surviving betrayal, secrets, abandonment, and power struggles. You had to stay 10 steps ahead just to feel safe. Love, it felt like a battlefield. And trust, that was a luxury. You got used to the storm. As a matter of fact, you called it home. But Taurus, she's saying no more. Taurus wants you to build a life that doesn't shake every time the wind blows. She wants you rooted, steady, and peaceful. Not because you gave up, but because you grew up. This life is about choosing calm over chaos, security over suspicion, and trust without the trauma. You have earned your rest, and now it's time to receive it. Now let's talk about careers that are more suited for a Taurus North Node. Your soul is not meant to hustle through chaos. It came here to build something slow, steady, and real. You thrive where there's peace in the process, not urgency in the outcome. Gardening or herbal work. You find God in the soil. Art, design, beauty. Your hands create what your words can't. Food, cooking, nourishment. You are able to heal people with flavor and presence. Bodywork and energy healing. You calm nervous systems by just being in the room. Real estate or interior spaces. You create safe ground inside and out. Taurus doesn't chase, she attracts. And she builds legacy one brick, one breath at a time. Now let's break it down even deeper. Let's talk about Taurus North Node through all the 12 houses. Because where your North Node shows up in your chart, that's where your soul came to ground. Let's get into it. If you've got Taurus North Node in the first house, your soul came here to stop surviving and start living. In past lives, you depended on others for power, always fixing folks, sensing danger, and staying on edge. But now, it's about ease. It's about trusting your own body, your own voice, your own pace. You ain't here to prove nothing. You're here to be, to move slow, to move steady, to choose peace over drama every single time. Comment below with one area of your life you're ready to slow down, and I'll tell you what that unlocks for your soul. If your North Node is sitting in your second house in Taurus, you came here to own what you earn. In past lives, you shared power, you shared money, and got caught in deep emotional entanglements. But this time, it's about stability. Your value is not in what you merge with, it's in what you build, brick by brick, dollar by dollar. Trust that your slow grind is sacred. You came here to build a life that doesn't shake when people leave. Comment below the one thing you're building slowly, and I'll tell you the soul lesson behind it. If you have Taurus North Node in the third house, your soul came here to ground your voice. In past lives, you held secrets, played in extremes, and lived in mental chaos. This time, you need peace. Talk slow and think slow. Say what's real about the storm, but you don't need conspiracies to sound wise. Clarity is your power now. Speak like truth doesn't need defending, and you'll begin to feel the shift. Comment below with one truth you've been scared to say out loud, and I'll decode the karmic fear behind it. If you have Taurus North Node in the fourth house, you came here to feel safe in your skin. Past lives were filled with crisis, betrayal, and emotional survival. This time, you're not here to fight your family. You are here to build your own peace. Home is not a battleground anymore. It's a sanctuary. Slow it down. Cook. Nest. Love, like stillness, is sacred. That's your new legacy. Comment below one thing you're doing to create peace in your home, and I'll tell you what karmic wound that's healing. If you have Taurus North Node in the fifth house, you came here to create from peace, not pain. In past lives, love came with strings, jealousy, obsession, intensity. But this time, you're here to love soft, create slow, and enjoy the beauty of being seen without drama. Your art, your joy, your pleasure, that's holy now. You don't owe anybody your chaos. You only owe yourself the gift of ease. Comment below with one thing that brings you joy right now, and I'll tell you what gift you're unlocking. If you have Taurus North Node in the sixth house, your soul came here to slow down and build something stable. In past lives, you lived in emotional storms, burned out, obsessed, overworked to survive. But now, you came to heal through rhythm, to find peace in the practice, to treat your body like a temple, not a battlefield. Structure ain't restriction, it's restoration. And your breakthrough, it's in the boring stuff. Comment below with one small routine you know would change your life if you actually stuck with it. And I'll tell you why your soul chose that path. If you've got Taurus North Node in the seventh house, you came here to build peaceful partnerships. In past lives, you were all power plays and control, trying to fix, dominate, or disappear in your relationships. This time, you came to choose stability, not trauma bonds, not emotional roller coasters, just calm, mutual love. The challenge? Trusting that peace is enough and you don't have to suffer just to be seen. Comment below what the kind of relationship you've been scared to believe is possible. If you have Taurus North Node in the 8th house, your soul came here to trust the process. In past lives, you clung tight to control. You used manipulation, fear, and even spiritual power to survive. But this time, it's about surrender and knowing your worth without proving it and letting others in without losing yourself. You're not here to hide behind power. You're here to heal through intimacy, even when it's uncomfortable. Comment below with the one thing you've been scared to open up about, and I'll tell you what that reveals about your karma. If you have Taurus North Node in the 9th house, you came here to ground your truth. In past lives, you chased extremes, religions, cults, crisis, and chaos. You were deep, but you were scattered. And now your soul wants peace. Not just information, but wisdom that soothes. Not just beliefs, but values you can live by. The truth, it's not supposed to shake you. It's supposed to steady you. Comment below with a belief that keeps you grounded, and I'll tell you what that says about your soul's journey. Taurus North Node in the 10th house, that means your power comes from peace. In past lives, you moved through shadows, manipulation, survival, and emotional chaos. You learned how to fight, but not how to build. This time, you're here to grow slow, to root your legacy in consistency, not crisis. You don't need to prove yourself. You just need to be yourself over time with patience and presence. Your purpose, it's not loud, it's steady, and that's the whole point. Comment below with a goal you've been chasing in survival mode, and I'll tell you how to root it in peace instead. If you have Taurus North Node in the 11th house, that means you came to build a stable community. In past lives, you got wrapped up in drama and control. Your groups were intense, but not safe. Now you're here to connect slow and find your soul family by staying grounded. Find your soul family by showing up grounded, not guarded. You don't have to prove your worth to belong. You just have to choose peace and build your circle from that. Comment below with one relationship that drains you. If you have Taurus North Node in the 12th house, that means your soul came here to rest. In past lives, you were deep in chaos, power struggles, secrets, and loss. This time around, you're here to soften, to stop holding on to pain like it's your purpose. You don't have to fight for every breakthrough. Your healing comes when you stop picking scabs that's already closed. Peace, that's your path now. In silence, that's where your soul speaks the loudest. Comment below with one wound you've been scared to let go. That's the Taurus North Node journey. From chaos to calm, from survival to stability. If you're ready to fully break your karmic cycle, go book my Phoenix Soul readings at www.felicianasoul.com. And remember, peace is not weakness. It's your soul finally getting to exhale.